As always, every year Apple releases two versions of its smartphone lineup, the regular series and the Pro series. The Pro models always come with exclusive features that you won't find in the regular version. Because of that, we're often stuck in the same dilemma. Should we go with the regular one or jump straight to the Pro? But in this video, I'm going to tell you something interesting. The iPhone 17 is actually a highly recommended choice by many people, including myself. Even though it doesn't have all the Pro exclusive features, the iPhone 17 brings some major improvements. The gap between the regular and Pro versions isn't as wide as it used to be. You're getting a new display, an upgraded selfie camera, and a new ultra-wide rear camera. Surprisingly, this phone even outperforms the iPhone 16 Pro in certain areas. That's why I think the iPhone 17 is absolutely worth considering. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this right now, you're probably one of these two types of people. 1. You're still using the iPhone 16, 16 Pro, or an older model, and you're still satisfied with it. 2. You're curious about how Apple manages to make us spend money again. Which one are you? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, let's get started. The iPhone 17's design looks pretty similar to the iPhone 16, but it's noticeably lighter and has a cleaner finish. Once you actually hold it, though, that's when you'll feel the difference. It feels super premium. Apple added subtle refinements that might look minor but make a big impact. The frame is now thinner and made of next-gen liquid titanium, so it's not only lighter but also more scratch-resistant. The display is protected by Ceramic Shield 2, which Apple claims to be stronger than any smartphone glass. But the most exciting part? Look at this. Almost no bezels. Seriously, the screen blends almost seamlessly into the frame. The size has also increased to 6.3 inches from the previous model. And finally, after 4 long years, Apple brought a 120 Hz UltraMotion refresh rate to the base model. I'm so happy about this upgrade. Sure, Android phones have had 120 Hz displays for years at cheaper prices, but Apple's implementation just feels different. The iPhone 17 uses LTPO technology with an adaptive refresh rate from 1 Hz to 120 Hz, meaning it adjusts dynamically to save battery while also allowing a full always-on display. Brightness peaks at 3000 nits, just like the rest of the iPhone lineup this year, making it perfectly visible even under sunlight. The screen still carries that signature iPhone look, complete with the same size dynamic island. When it comes to performance, no doubts here. Meet the A19 Neural Engine, the new brain of the iPhone 17. It's insanely fast yet power efficient. According to Apple, this chip masters energy efficiency. I can open any app instantly, switch between them with zero reload, and everything feels buttery smooth. Honestly, there's not much to complain about performance-wise, since even previous Apple chips were already crazy fast. The iPhone 15 Pro Max's chip from 2 years ago can still handle AAA games and heavy apps easily, so the A19 obviously crushes everything. Gaming, video rendering, editing, you name it. I'd say this phone is perfect for content creators who need serious power for video rendering and editing. But if you're just scrolling through social media, that kind of performance might feel a little wasted. Funny thing is, a lot of people upgrade just because of FOMO, even though they rarely push their phones to the limit. What about you? Are you one of them? I also ran a Geekbench test, and the raw performance difference isn't that huge, only around 10% slower than the A19 Pro used in the iPhone Air. The main difference lies in the GPU. The A19 has a 5-core GPU, while the A19 Pro has 6 cores. After doing some research, the difference is mostly about power efficiency, especially during heavy multimedia processing, like photo, video, or gaming tasks. I tried playing Genshin Impact on high graphics plus 120 frames per second for 45 minutes in a room without AC. The highest temperature hit around 45 degrees Celsius, still playable with no major frame drops. Another great improvement is in storage. The base model now starts at 256 gigabytes with no price increase. You can also choose 512 gigabytes if needed. so no more deleting photos or relying on iCloud storage too much. Oh, and I won't talk much about Apple's AI, because honestly, I think it's still far behind Android's, especially Samsung's AI. Let's move to the rear camera. The iPhone 17 has two vertical lenses like the iPhone 16, but both are new. A 48-megapixel dual fusion camera, one wide lens that doubles as a telephoto, and one ultra-wide lens that can also shoot macro. The photo quality is amazing. Classic iPhone, natural tones, no oversaturation or overcontrast. However, under bright lighting, I feel like the exposure could be better controlled for a more professional result, especially in low-light shots. I compared it side by side with the iPhone 16 Pro. The difference isn't huge, but when shooting distant subjects, the 16 Pro captured a bit more detail. Still, it's not a deal breaker. You can also choose between 24-megapixel or 48-megapixel resolutions. Unfortunately, you can only change the file format through settings, not directly in the camera app like on the iPhone 16 Pro, something Android phones have done for years. But overall, the 48-megapixel lens produces excellent shots. Now for the selfie camera, a major upgrade. It uses an 18-megapixel lens with center stage technology, allowing you to shoot in landscape mode without rotating the phone. It feels wider and also works in video mode, making vlogging easier with a comfortable grip. There's also a new dual recording mode, letting you record with the front and rear cameras simultaneously. It's been available on Android for a while, but on the iPhone it feels fresh. The only downside is the lack of Apple ProRes RAW or Apple Log, Pro features reserved for the Pro models. But honestly, for casual users, the iPhone 17's camera is more than enough. The iPhone 17 comes with iOS 26, featuring a new liquidized design. At first, people complained, but now more users are starting to love it. You can tell Apple really loves glass. From their offices to Apple stores worldwide, everything's transparent. Even in iOS 26, Apple pays attention to light effects on app icons. When you move your home screen left and right, you can see realistic parallax and light reflections. Nice attention to detail, I'd say. What do you think? Is iOS 26 perfect on the iPhone 17? Let me know in the comments. The iPhone 17's battery is slightly larger than before. From 3,561 mAh to 3,692 mAh, about a 3.68% increase. Still smaller than Android's 5,000 mAh plus batteries, but you can definitely feel the improvement. The most exciting part is faster charging, now up to 40 watts. In my test, it went from 1% to 69% in just 30 minutes, and fully charged in 74 minutes. Once it reaches around 70%, charging speed slows down to protect battery health. Wireless charging also supports up to 25 watts, but you'll need Apple's official MagSafe charger for that. And finally, the iPhone 17 proves that the regular model is no longer something to underestimate. It's got a more premium design, a long-awaited 120 Hz display, a powerful yet efficient A19 chip, and a sharp 48-megapixel camera, all without needing to go pro. It's as if Apple is saying, you don't need the Pro to get a Pro experience. For anyone upgrading from the iPhone 15 or 16, the iPhone 17 might just be the most rational and satisfying choice this year. It's not just powerful, it's well-rounded in every aspect. If you agree, leave your thoughts down below. And don't forget, in the next video we'll talk about the Pro version. Is it still worth buying, or should you just stop here?